We all know how dominant Ben Simmons was in his first few seasons in the league, but what happened now? It seems like he's falling off. He's been sitting on the Nets bench for a while, and we don't know if we'll ever see the level of play that we saw in his first few years. We had him dunking, maybe hitting mid-range shots, no three-point, but he was an inside menace. He was a menace in the paint, I should say. But my question is, what happens if Ben Simmons starts off his career with Steph Curry shooting? So before we get into the video, what is up guys, it's TJ2K. This is my first video on the channel. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy, and leave me suggestions in the comments what kind of videos like this that you would like to see, because I like doing these. I like simulating the stuff, and this one should be a pretty cool video, so make sure to stay tuned, and I appreciate you guys watching. So as you guys can see, I have went ahead and uploaded this roster from 2016, 2017, and Ben Simmons, I think he sat out for a year. Ben Simmons was drafted in 2015, sat out for a whole year, so technically his rookie year was 2016, so I went ahead and uploaded the 2016 roster. So as you can see, he's 20 years old, 85 overall, but so like I said, we already know what happened in his career this far. He's kind of falling off now, but what would happen to his if he started out with Steph Curry range and Steph Curry shooting ability? So we're going to go ahead and edit him and customize his shooting. We're going to leave all this stuff the same, and then we're going to put his three-point shot. Let's just go, since this is rookie year, maybe go up to like 90, 92, mid-range up to a 92 as well. Free throw, we can go ahead and put up to a 90 or so. And then we'll edit his shot IQ to a 90. So that should be good for that. And then we're going to go ahead and give him a few hot zones and badges as well. So I'm just going to randomly mix these up on Hall of Fame, gold, silver. And then we can progress those as he progresses throughout his career. So there we go. We got a nice mixture here. Silver, gold, Hall of Fame, limitless range. We'll give him silver for now. So that bumps him up to an 87 overall, but let's go ahead and get into the first season and see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and simulate up until the All-Star break of Season 1, and we'll see how Ben Simmons works out. So I just stopped at the All-Star break just to see if Ben Simmons made the All-Star team in his first season, but he did not. As you can see, you had Team James Harden and Team LeBron, and Ben Simmons was on neither. We're going to go ahead and check the playoff standings. So as you can see, we're in the 5 seed in the East, 30-27. That's not a bad record. And as you can see, halfway through the season, Ben Simmons has already progressed into a 94 overall, which is actually insane. Joel Embiid is only an 87 at this point in his career. And he's got, Robert Covington. I don't even know who these guys are. I know McConnell, but he doesn't really have that great of a team to work with, so it looks like he's kind of progressed his game a ton, and it looks like he's kind of stepped into that lead role. So as you guys can see, so far, halfway through the season, Ben Simmons has played 39 games, and he's averaging 22, 7, and 5, which is really impressive. This is a rookie, remember, so it looks like the three-point shot is helping him out a lot. And the one thing I forgot to do, which he's shooting 47% from the three-point line, which is very impressive. I did forget to turn his tendencies up, so I'm going to go ahead and change that for him so he starts taking more three-pointers, but he's also shooting 90% from the line, so he's progressing very well. So as you can see, his three-point shot is like non-existent here. I'm going to turn his tendencies up a little bit, so then we can get a real feeling for how he would actually be if he was shooting like Curry. So it is the end of the regular season. James Harden takes home the MVP. Trevor Booker, Rookie of the Year, which Ben Simmons probably would have got that, but it must not have counted him as a rookie. Chris Bosh, Sixth Man of the Year, and Hassan Whiteside, DPOY. Most Improved, D. Russ, JB Bickerstaff, Coach of the Year. And as you guys can see, it looks like Ben Simmons did not make the All-NBA team this year, so I guess we'll look forward to him making it next year. Ben Simmons ended up leading Philadelphia to the 2 seed in the East, and Washington won the play-in tournament. So first round, let's go ahead and get it underway. So Ben Simmons up 1-0, 2-0. Can we get a sweep here? Nope, 2-1, 2-2. 3-2, so Washington wins 3 in a row. 3-3, Game 7. We got to go with Simcast. Unfortunately, I ended up messing up the Simcast on that, but as you can see, the 76ers did end up losing. So, year 1, first round elimination for Ben Simmons in the playoffs, but a promising look at the future for Ben Simmons and the 76ers. I also did just find out Ben Simmons has a broken foot, so he was not playing in the playoffs. He's got 1 to 2 weeks left, as you can see, so he should be good for next season, but that's probably a big part of the reason that the 76ers were eliminated first round, which is very unfortunate. I was looking forward to that. I was wondering why I didn't see him in the game, but that's why. So let's go ahead and get on to year 2. So starting off season number 2, Ben Simmons is fully healthy, 21 years old, and the season is looking bright for the 76ers. So as you guys can see, Ben Simmons is now fully healthy. His foot has healed, age 21, 95 overall. He went up in overall, it looks like, but the unfortunate thing for the 76ers is it looks like they traded away Joel Embiid. As you can see, he is on the Hawks now, which is very unfortunate. He's a freaking powerhouse. But we'll see what Ben Simmons can do without him. So as we can see at the bottom of the screen, the season's not starting off too hot for the 76ers and Ben Simmons by himself. He is 5-17, 5-18 right now as a team. But when we get to the All-Star break, we're going to add a couple more upgrades for his second season and then maybe some more badges for him. So at the All-Star break, Ben Simmons has actually gone up to a 96 overall, and he's averaging 22, 9, and 6. So similar stats to the year before, not bad, but he's looking pretty good. So in the Eastern Conference, though, we got to scroll all the way down the 11th seed, 298 win percentage for the 76ers, so not looking good halfway through Ben Simmons' second season. So I'm going to go through and upgrade every single badge by 1 tick, and we'll see what that does for Ben Simmons. So it did bump him up to a 97 overall, which is really, really good for a second season. And then we also did make Team LeBron. We made the All-Star game this year, so that's exciting. Second year in the league, and he's an All-Star. And he dropped 19 points in the All-Star game, so that's pretty cool. We finished Ben Simmons' second season. Most valuable players: Nikola Jokic, Bruce Weaver, random guy, Rookie of the Year, Jimmy Butler, 6th man on the Cavs. That's surprising. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. So All-NBA first team. We made All-NBA second team. Ben Simmons has progressed to a 98 overall as well, which is getting kind of scary. And look at this. This is actually kind of funny. The Cavs made the finals again, and it looks like Kevin Durant is leading the Cavs now, and James Harden is still on the Rockets. So that's pretty funny just because of LeBron. But the Houston Rockets sweep Kevin Durant and the Cavaliers 4-0, win the championship. But I'm excited to see how next season plays out. So for Ben Simmons' third year in the league, it looks like he's a 97 overall. He's got Lothar Klein, some random generated rookie or something, Bismack Biyombo, Jonathan Simmons, Jordan Hill, Brandon Jennings, but Sean Livingston. He really doesn't have any help on this team. Look at the overalls. But maybe we'll make this a little interesting. Let's try to get him like a dominant. I think we'll try to get him a dominant big man to play with. So looking at the roster, all of these free agents being fresh signings, I think I'm going to find it easier if Ben Simmons just finds a new team completely, because this team is absolutely screwed until the next 5-10 years in the rebuilding process. So the future is not looking bright unless Ben Simmons can single-handedly win a championship, which I don't see happening. So we'll throw him on the trading block and see if we get any offers for him. So I made us a little move here, got Ben Simmons on the Rockets. So we have Anthony Davis, we've got James Harden at 29, Anthony Davis 26, we got Blake Griffin at 30, Domantas Sabonis 23, Chris Middleton at 27, we even got Fred VanVleet down there. This team is pretty stacked right now, so I'm excited to see if they can make a big run, and we'll even see how Ben Simmons' stats compare to his years on his own in Philadelphia versus now, where he's got a good team. James Harden's injured right now, but Ben Simmons, he should be option 1 for this team, and he's got multiple offensive weapons behind him. So let's go ahead and get Season 3 underway. As you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, we are 44-5, and this team is absolute murdering the competition right now. So I would say the season is off to a great start for Ben Simmons. Can't wait to check the stats here in a second. Alrighty, so halfway through the season, let's go ahead, look at the roster. Ben Simmons, James Harden. James Harden's back. Ben Simmons at a 99 overall right now. That is insane. James Harden's back from his injury. Still got prime Anthony Davis. We've got coming off his prime Blake Griffin, Domantas Sabonis, not even near his prime yet, and prime Chris Middleton. So this is a scary team. 54-5 is our record halfway through the season. well, a little more than halfway through the season, but at All-Star break. And once again, Ben Simmons has made the All-Star game. He dropped 14, 4, and 8 on 5 for 8 shooting, 4 for 4 from 3-point. So very impressive, and it looks like we're going to make a massive playoff run this season. And honestly, I would not be surprised if they break the Warriors, I think it's 73-9 regular season record, because it's really looking like 5 games is going to be about the most they lose. There's 6 right there, but I'm excited to see how it plays out. Our own teammate James Harden gets the MVP. I think that's his second in 3 years. Jimmy Butler gets 6th man of the year again on the Cavs. Kawhi Leonard, Depoy. DeJounte Murray, most improved. And we do not make the cut. Ben Simmons does not make the cut for all NBA first team, second team, or third team this year, which is very surprising, but I mean, I guess you never know. So as you can see, the Rockets beat the Warriors 73-9 regular season record in Ben Simmons' 3rd season. They went 74-8 with a 90% win rate. So that is absolutely insane. So I can't wait for how the playoffs turn out. We did obviously get the 1 seed. So it looks like Ben Simmons' numbers have slightly declined. James Harden is playing at an MVP rate, obviously, and Ben Simmons looks to be the second option. So he's averaging 19, 7, and 6. 3-point percentage is 45%, which is really pretty crazy. 2.2 3-pointers made per game. Seems like he's still playing really well. So let's go ahead and get this playoff run underway. Simulate the play-in. So we have the 8 seed Spurs. First round. We take game 1. We take game 2. Spurs take game 3. We take game 4. And we take 5. So we advance to the second round. Utah Jazz beat the Lakers first round. So now we have the Jazz. Let's sim through. 2. We win 3 games in a row, and we complete the full sweep on the Jazz. Let's view the box score. So in game 4, let's see what we got. Ben Simmons had 15, 9. In game 4 of the first round, Ben Simmons had 24, 7, and 4. So he's averaging right around that 20 points per game mark. So we got Cleveland and Chicago on the Eastern Conference battling for the Eastern Conference Championship, and then we are playing the Golden State Warriors. They were the 2 seed. So let's go ahead and see how this series plays out. We take game 1. Game 2, I really don't think there's any stopping the Rockets with Ben Simmons, James Harden, and Anthony Davis. Game 3, are we going to sweep the Warriors? I hope so. And we did. We swept the Warriors. Jaylen Brown is also now on the Cavaliers. That is crazy. And then James Harden is the Western Conference Finals MVP. Unfortunately, it's not Ben. So Cavs Rockets in the finals. Let it sim through. Rockets take game 1. Rockets take game 2. Cavs take game 3. Rockets take game 4. Cavs take game 5. And we got a 3-3. Let's go ahead and simulate this with Simcast. See what happens. Cavs take an early lead. And it looks like we're sort of catching up. The Rockets catch up a little. Yep, back and forth, back and forth. Slow it down. Wow. The Rockets just won the finals by 2 points. 121-119. They beat the Cavaliers. Ben Simmons is an NBA champion in his 3rd season in the league, and let's see what kind of numbers he put up. So Harden gets the finals MVP, which I totally figured. I mean, he's definitely going to be the first option on the Rockets, but let's go ahead and check the box score. So in game 7, Ben Simmons did not show up to play. 6, 9, and 7. He went 0 for 3 from 3-point, so probably not the best game for him. Let's see what he did in game 1. Game 1, 17, 3, and 5. Game 2, 10, 8, and 7. Game 3, 7, 12, and 7. And there, game 4, he had a heck of a game. 29.6 rebounds, 5 assists. Game 5, 11, 6, and 6. Game 6, another really good game. 26, 4, and 3. And then, of course, we have game 7. Let's see if we can get over to the stats. 6, 9, and 7. So it looks like he's definitely not the main option right now. Maybe we need to turn some tendencies up for him. But still, Ben Simmons is an NBA champion, 3rd season in the league. We're going to go ahead and change some of his tendencies for season 4. So he doesn't ever take mid-range shots. Let's go ahead and turn this stuff up. He should be entering his prime right now. Turn the 3 ball up. We want him to take some more 3s. And for some reason, I never turn these tendencies up, and I thought I did, but It could have just been a basic progression for him that changed him back or something. But let's go ahead and pump these 3-ball numbers up. We want him to take in James Harden spots, hitting all the threes. A pretty significant upgrade as he goes into his prime for season 4 and hopefully repeating an NBA championship with the Rockets. And then, of course, let's go ahead and upgrade his 3-point shot to full Curry stats, because that is what the video is about. We're going to go ahead and give him full Curry range here. 99 mid-range, 99 3-point. Let's go 99 free throw. So this should be very exciting as he's pretty much maxed out Steph Curry shooting now. And I think he's going to, I'm hoping he takes over the main option. So he is looking at a 99 overall for season 4, which is crazy. Starting his prime off right here, 22 years old. And we're going to go ahead and get into season 4. Alrighty, season 4 starting off. Let's hope we have as good of a season as last season. As you can see, we get to winning early. We're 5-0, 6-0, and it is looking good. So we get to the All-Star game, and Ben Simmons ends up being the leading scorer for Team James. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. 10 for 15, 3 for 7 from the 3-point line. We're currently sitting at a 46-14 record. Team chemistry 100%, fan interest 100%. But we've got a twist. Halfway through the season, look at the Rockets team. James Harden, Anthony Davis, Domantas Sabonis. Where's Ben Simmons at? Where's he at? So we go over. Ben Simmons has been traded to the Spurs. The Spurs have Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons, D'Angelo Russell, Will Barton, Julius Randle, George Hill, Evan Fournier, LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, he just goes from one stacked team to another. He's averaging 24 points, 8 rebounds, almost 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and his field goal percentage is through the roof, 529. 3-point percentage, 422, 42%, and it looks like he's over 3 3-pointers made per game. So his stats are definitely progressing, and it looks like he's grabbing more rebounds. So Ben Simmons has come together as an all-around superstar, and I think his future is looking very, very bright. So we start off the All-Star break with 8 wins in a row, and the end of the season's looking good. We're going to get a good seed in the playoffs, and the Spurs are sitting at 60-17 right now. So as we finish off the season, Russell Westbrook for the Pacers wins MVP. Deron Williams, 6th Man of the Year. Ben Simmons, our guy, Defensive Player of the Year. That's very exciting. He averages 24, 9, and 3, 2 steals, 2 blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, 3-point percentage is through the roof, and I'd say he's blossomed into one of the best players in the league. So we simulate the play-in tournament. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. I was totally confused thinking Ben Simmons was still on the Rockets. Excuse me. They are on San Antonio, but they did sweep the Lakers, so we're looking at the bottom of the bracket here. But the series is 1-1 with Golden State. We ended up getting the 2 seed, and Golden State is the 3 seed, so this should actually be a very good series. We go up 2-1, 3-1, and we win. We beat the Golden State Warriors 4-1, and I think we're going to be playing the Rockets here, and we are. So my Ben Simmons former team, he's going up against Anthony Davis and James Harden. But Ben Simmons takes a 1-0 lead on the series. 2-0. We go 2-1. 2-2. Game 4 goes to the Rockets. Game 5 goes to the Rockets. So Ben Simmons is facing elimination here, and he ties it up. So, you know, Game 7, let's go ahead and watch the simcast on this one. So let's speed it up. Looks like Rockets are in the lead early. Don't know if we'll be catching back up. Yeah, they're down a significant amount of points here. It's not looking good for the Spurs, unfortunately. Ben Simmons cannot pull it off. The Spurs have been eliminated from the playoffs, and it looks like James Harden takes Western Conference Finals MVP once again, and Westbrook takes Eastern. So let's go ahead and look at the box score. So for the Spurs, we got Game 7. We started Game 1. For Game 1, Ben Simmons drops 24, 8, and 2. Game 2, 19, 11, and 5. Game 3, 26, 10, and 3. Game 4, 28, 10, and 2. Game 5, 29, 4, and 3. I mean, Ben Simmons is putting up big numbers here. Game 6, 21, 9, and 3. And for Game 7, we were eliminated, but Ben Simmons goes for 32, 8, 6, 3. And he shoots 5 for 9 from 3-point. So the Curry range looks like it's working out really well for him. He's definitely, I would argue, most improved player from Season 3 to Season 4. And for Season 4, the Indiana Pacers win over the Rockets. Russell Westbrook, I bet, takes the Finals MVP. Yep, that is a chalk for Season 4. So Season 3 won an NBA championship with the Rockets. Season 4, we go right back to the Western Conference Finals with the Spurs. And Ben Simmons is averaging better numbers than he ever has in his career. So I think Season 5, we're definitely taking home a championship. But we'll go ahead and find out right here. So far, we're off to just an all-right start this season, 21-11. But it's still looking like we're gonna be able to clinch the playoffs. Alrighty, so we get to the All-Star break. We're gonna go ahead and check the box scores again for the All-Star game. As you can see, Ben Simmons leading scorer again. In the All-Star game, he drops 33, 8, and 3. 7 for 10 from three-point. Curry range, kicking in. And now, as you can see, he's 4th in the league. Ben Simmons is 4th in the league now, averaging 27.6, 9.3, 3.7. He's got almost a 52% field goal percentage and a 45% three-point percentage, which is crazy. Almost up to 4 three-pointers made per game. So I think it's safe to say that the Curry range is fully activated now. The Curry skill shooting, it's making a big impact on Ben Simmons' career. So after the All-Star break, we are sitting at 40-19 with the Spurs. And hopefully we can make a playoff run once again and get Ben Simmons a second NBA championship. So the regular season has ended. James Harden, MVP again. I don't get it, but Sixth Man of the Year, Domantas Sabonis. Ben Simmons, we get our second Defensive Player of the Year. That's great. As you can see, we averaged 26, 9, and almost 4. We got 2 steals, 2 blocks once again. 3-point percentage, 43%. Field goal percentage, 51 point. And we do finally make all NBA first team, which is very, very relieving. So as you can see, we are above players like Russell Westbrook, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Davis, Giannis, Karl Anthony Towns, and all these legends. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons is outperforming all of them. And we do make all defensive first team as well. So Ben Simmons, best player in the NBA right now, I'd say, besides James Harden. And now we're going to go for a playoff run. We have the Lakers first round. So we simulate the play-in. So it looks like we're going to end up with Houston again. Let's see if we can avenge our loss from last season. So the Lakers go up 1-0 on us. 2-0. 2-1. We take game 3. 3-1. Oh man, it's 3-2. I don't think the Lakers can do this to us. It's 3-3. We gotta simulate it with Simcast. And here we go. Let's see what happens here. This is game 7, back and forth. Third quarter. We go to the fourth. Start slowing it down a little bit. And we take it. So we have a big scare. The Lakers go up 3-1 on us. We have a huge scare. And we end up coming back. Let's check the box score real quick. And while we're here, the Lakers are absolutely stacked. Look at this team. Kyrie, Zach LaVine, Kawhi Leonard, Vucevic, Giannis. Oh my goodness. They got Al Horford, Dwight Powell. I mean, that is an insane team. But game 1, 42 points from Ben Simmons. 8 for 10 from three-point. Game 2, we go 24, 10, and 5. Game 3, we drop 33 and 7. Game 4, we drop 18. D'Angelo Russell leads the show for us that game. Game 5, 28, 5, and 4. Game 6, we drop 16 and 6. And then game 7, D'Angelo Russell and Ben Simmons both go absolutely off. D-Russ has 41. Ben Simmons drops 39, 9, and 5. 7 for 10 from three-point. D-Russ goes 6 for 10. And we take the Lakers out of the first round. So just like I imagined, we take on Houston next. I'm really hoping we can beat James Harden this year. But they take a 1-0 lead, 2-0 lead. Oh, man, are they going to... They swept us. Man, I cannot believe that. Let's go ahead and check the box score, though. So, game 1, looks like Ben drops 28. Game 2, Ben drops 32. Ben drops 16, 8, and 3 in game 3. 28, 11, and 4 in game 4. And that's all it took. Let's go ahead and see who wins. And Kevin Durant on the Celtics versus James Harden on the Rockets. Who's going to do it? James Harden wins another one. This is insane. I mean, the Rockets are at like a dynasty now. As you guys can see, Ben Simmons' career stats, he just keeps gradually going up and up and up. He ends off our 5th season of playing 26.4 points per game, 9.2 rebounds per game, 3.6 assists, 2.2 steals, 2.1 blocks. He has 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards and 1 NBA championship. And I think he would have had multiple championships if it wasn't for James Harden, Anthony Davis. They had a dynasty going in Houston. But I think it is safe to say if Ben Simmons had Steph Curry's range, he would have been an absolute superstar, easily one of the best players in the league. And you could always argue with the injuries and stuff. He still could be one of the best players in the league today if he was never injured. But I think you could say that about a lot of people. But needless to say, I think I'm going to stop there at Season 5. As you guys all saw, Ben Simmons turned into an absolute monster. One of, if not the best players in the league with Curry's range. I mean, look at the stats. He's shooting 43% from 3-point. And as you can see in this stat category, he goes from making 2 3-pointers to the next season 3 to 49, 192, 161, 268, and then 294 threes made in a season. He's pretty much the all-around player. He's got the height, the weight, he's got the inside scoring ability, and then adding Curry's range just makes it completely unfair. If you guys are still watching, I appreciate you guys sticking around. This video is super fun to make, and I hope you guys enjoy watching. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm definitely going to be making more of these videos, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And also feel free to drop a comment down below on what scenario I should do next. It's been fun. TJ2K out. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.